Und damit willkommen zurück zu Republique, einem französischen Überwachungsstaat. So. Nachdem wir in der letzten Folge wirklich aus purem Glück es geschafft haben, den Pin rauszufinden, geht jetzt natürlich jetzt weiter, den Bibliothekar zu finden. Allison. Henrik. Der Turm. Oh, hier gibt es ganz viele Daten.
His detractors would call him an opportunist, and they would be right. But Yataro Iwasaki was given nothing less than the modest opportunity to bring an entire nation into the modern age, and he succeeded. The nerve of him.
Wir haben hier jede Menge Dateien zu finden, offenbar. Cool.
We owe a debt of gratitude to those giants whose shoulders we've stood upon. The earlier they lived, the larger their stature, and so the greater our debt. While the 20s roared in America, they screamed like a Siberian windstorm in Vladimir's hometown of Simbirsk. A controversial man of the people, he was surely. And the fact that he spent time in political exile makes him that much more admirable, in my estimation.
Uiuiui, hier müssen wir ganz viel aufdecken.
Plato's keen eyes peered further into the future than any of his Grecian contemporaries. He was, and will remain, the most vocal supporter of the classic Republic, and its earliest. The father of Europe was besieged from all sides by pagan tyranny, and then in the year 800 he did a most remarkable thing. He held the hands of secularism and religion and married them together in what would later be called the Renaissance. It is difficult to write a story as it unfolds, but to wait until it's finished is to risk butchering the telling of it. I would rather strain the wrists of those taking my dictation than cause even a modicum of butchery. Her death in 1952 was a tragedy, not just for the Argentine shirtless who idolized her, but for the anti-Peronists who celebrated her demise. Christ had a similarly divided populace to contend with, and like Eva, succumbed to sacrifice at the age of 33.
Und das letzte.
A personal favorite. For those who would criticize him for his monopolistic tendencies in the early 20th century, I say, shout it from the rooftops, or, barring that, hop online and voice your disdain in a chat forum. He would appreciate the irony.
Wo müssen wir jetzt eigentlich hin? Karte. Wir sind jetzt dort. Wir müssen in den Raum. Warum wird das Gesicht zensiert? Das verstehe ich nicht. Warum wird das Gesicht zensiert? Das verstehe ich nicht.
These statues. Their arrangement is curious.
Wieso ist die Anordnung falsch? Ist das wieder so ein verstecktes Rätsel? Moment, ich habe eine Idee.
statue's already activated.
Ach, ich muss die Statuen aktivieren. Moment. Warum ist dieses Gesicht zensiert?
I didn't make that statue light up. Something's wrong. That statue didn't light up. Something's wrong.
Was mache ich denn jetzt?
I believe these 7 statues comprise some kind of puzzle. Perhaps you can activate them in a particular order. The statue of Plato appears to be activated already. Given the Overseer's penchant for hubris, I would bet his statue is the final one that requires activating.
Okay. Oh Gott, was für eine totale Überwachung hier.
The statue didn't illuminate. What happened? I didn't make that statue light up. Something's wrong. The statue's already activated. That worked. Let's try the next one.
So.
They aren't lit up anymore. We have to start over.
Das ist seltsam.
On the attack. Let's see what he's got on it. I got something.
Eigentlich wollte ich nicht, dass du ihn angreifst. Wie könnte dieses Puzzle
I'll check his
funktionieren?
pockets. He's empty.
Okay. Er wollte uns also nicht mehr jagen.
That statue didn't light up. Something's wrong.
Vielleicht erstmal die aktivieren hier?
A new statue lit up.
So. Ich habe jetzt mal welche Statue, die habe ich jetzt aktiviert, ne?
The father of your
748 bis... Warte, 748 bis 815.
Her death
815.
Plato's keen eyes.
Warte mal. Moment.
Plato's
484
keen
bis 347. Dann 815. 1919. 1845. Aha, die müssen wir als nächstes aktivieren. So. Na komm. Die hier?
The statue lit up.
Gut.
I think we did something right.
Jetzt die hier.
A new statue lit up.
Super. So, jetzt habe ich. Warte so, was haben wir hier? 1885.
While the 20
Dann muss ich jetzt die hier machen.
It worked.
So.
Plato's
What's next?
Moment. Rein theoretisch 1919 jawohl, dann die hier und dann die hier. Das ist ein einfaches Puzzle. Man muss einfach nur die Geschichte verfolgen. Die hier war das, ne? Ja. Na komm. Geh weiter.
That worked. Let's try the next one. You've solved it.
Oh, wir sind so gut.
You're a natural at puzzles. Another giant pyramid. Can you open this box?
Ja, erstmal Upgrade machen. Der Raum okay. Jawohl. Software Update complete. Jawohl.
Teaser.
Entschuldigung. Wir warten mal ganz kurz, bis der weg ist. Jetzt können wir eigentlich mal da reingehen.
The headmaster's office.
Okay, was haben wir hier?
Welcome back to Washington. How's the weather in your corner of the world?
What if I tell you, you're going to try to guess my location?
No? I've about given up on that. It's been insufferably hot in D.C.
Then why are we meeting here?
I'm sorry?
Why not do this on the...
The isn't built yet.
What? I was told construction began a month after the attack.
This is the U.S. government you're talking about. Maybe you've heard of us. Our contractors get paid twice as much to take twice as long.
Unbelievable.
Right this way, sir. Watch your step. Please, sit. Coffee?
I want a whistleblower.
Coffee?
I'm serious.
We can talk about that.
We're going to have to talk about that. If you want to hand the reins to someone who won't let the horse forget who's in charge.
I'm afraid I don't follow you.
That's your problem. You've got too many leaders and not enough followers. You should be following me. All of you should.
Okay, let's table that for a second. Say we get you a plant, and this plant blows his whistle in the year.
Or 2 months.
Or whenever. They're still not about to dismantle their entire surveillance infrastructure over some bad press.
I'm afraid you're right. This is where I need your help, Vice Admiral. If you get me on board and in command, then it won't matter how red their faces turn, or if they turn red at all. They won't have to privatize under pressure either. I'll already hold the reins. But we'll give it a name. Carnival. The Arrival. It doesn't matter. And we'll play act our way into the driver's seat.
I can't even imagine.
Leave imagination to me.
Es geht um irgendeine Ankunft. Und jetzt müssen wir herausfinden, was das für eine Ankunft ist.
I remember being here as a young girl.
Oh, was haben wir denn hier? Moment.
At least I think I was. Someone's coming. What do I do?
Ich guck mal eben, ob ich dir irgendwie helfen kann.
Unqualified disaster. And on the eve of the arrival, no less.
Everything is fine, sir.
Fine. You were assaulted by a Prizrak. And you let altered copies of the manifesto
Warum wird das Gesicht zensiert?
reach the
I
children.
have the situation
Moment.
under control.
I'm beginning to think your definition of control is different than mine. They don't respect you because you don't wear the uniform. It's a weakness. It puts you at risk. This is an historic night for us. There can be no room for error.
I understand.
Then you understand why Derringer will lead the arrival.
What?
I'm sorry, my dear. We all appreciate the fine work you do with the kids. But you lost sight of what's most important. Protecting me.
So, I can lead the arrival.
Murray, you speak the language of diplomacy. Derringer speaks the truth. Truth hurts. This isn't a dismissal. Derringer will still need your help when we get reset.
Yes, sir. The mentor is an asset to our cause. I look forward to hearing her ideas going forward.
What's your step?
Warum ist dieses Gesicht zensiert? Warum? Ich will das gerne wissen.
She's weak.
I hope that's all it is. Where was Murray when the Prizrak attacked her?
The section, outside the library. I'll look into it.
It's hard to know who to trust these days. It seems we're running a loyalty deficit around here. I don't mean you, of course. I know I can trust you. Wait. I never forgot this before. Must be old age.
No chance, sir. You just got a lot on your mind tonight.
Quite so. Come, young man, let's get to the surface.
Okay.
It sounds like that door leads to the surface.
Oh, wir haben neue Sachen erhalten.
Dormmaster faces swift reprimand. Murray Prideaux found with contraband. Overseer, none of us are above the law.
Librarian, may I come in?
Ah, Headmaster, welcome. Ay, Dios mío, who is this fierce creature?
It's an Ainu owl, librarian. My ancestors carved these from the amber trunks of Japanese spindle trees. I want you to have this one. Modest housewarming gift, nothing more.
Well, muchas gracias, señor. It's a handsome piece. I shall place it here on this shelf.
No. Lend it a bit more prominence. It's meant to be set out in the open.
Ah,
This way it can bring you luck.
well, it's...
The eyes. Yes. They are a touch piercing. But that's the idea, you see. The owl is ever watchful. He will protect you day and night.
Ah, yes, well, it's truly, how can I...
Oh, you're welcome.
Der Synchronsprecher vom Direktor kommt mir auch sehr bekannt vor.
Gentlemen, I wish to resign. This is grossly inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
You are burning books. I have seen it with my own eyes. The books I procured for you.
Each book has been scanned into our servers and is now part of our digital catalog. You're merely hung up on nostalgia.
You are erasing history.
These books are my property now. I can do with them as I please.
No. I cannot be a party to this. I wish to leave immediately.
First you want to resign, now you want to leave?
I assume the implication was apparent.
You're not going anywhere.
You cannot keep me here against my will.
In fact, I can. You, like the books, are now property of the state. You will continue to fulfill your obligations to the pre-cals until I decide what to do with you.
I have a few suggestions, sir.
Das klingt gar nicht gut mit dem Bibliothekar, was denn geschehen ist. Ich habe mich für sie um die Sache gekümmert. Die.
You just acquired a fingerprint from that glass. Normally, the overseer wouldn't be so careless as to leave a usable print. But recently, in celebration of Zager's capture, the big man poured himself a stiff drink, and for a moment, let his guard down. Those pristine white gloves came off, and he was one of us for a day.
Wir haben jetzt den Fingerabdruck, okay. Was machen wir jetzt damit? Ich habe keine Ahnung, was wir damit machen. Moment. Oh. Ja, was machen wir jetzt überhaupt? Der Bewahrer. Sein Gesicht wird zensiert. Super. Warum auch immer. Oh Gott, was mache ich denn jetzt? Warum muss ich da durch? Ne, ich muss hier hin. Büro des Bibliothekars. Da muss ich hin. Ich will gerne wissen, wie der Mann aussieht. Dass er so ein zensiertes Gesicht hat. Da muss ja irgendwas dahinter stecken. Nur was, das werden wir noch herausfinden. Na komm. So, jetzt sind wir hinter. Jetzt gehe ich mal eben... Moment. Durch die Tür hindurch.
You now have what you need to access the librarian's office. I know the girl is anxious to find him.
Ach nein, wirklich? Moment. So, aber hier an der Stelle mache ich einen Cut und beende ich die Folge. Bleibt sie mir gewogen und bis morgen. Ciao!